I'm Madeline McKeldry, and this is my informative speech. Most people have heard the name Maya Angelou at one point or another. She's an author, a poet, or just some feminist woman that shows up occasionally. But do you know what she stood for and what she struggled with throughout her life? Most people cannot say yes to this confidently. So today we are going to change that we are going to cover the life of Maya Angelou, what she led and what she accomplished within it. In this speech, I will be reviewing how Maya Angelou grew up, the books and other works that she published, what her main message was within these works, as well as what she accomplished with her writing. Firstly, Maya Angelou had a very diverse childhood, experiencing many different lifestyles and traumatic events that shaped her worldview. She was born on April 4th, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Her parents' messy relationship led her to live with her grandma in Stamps, Arkansas, with her brother. Her brother was the one to give her the nickname Maya from her actual name Marguerite because he couldn't pronounce it. She briefly moved back in with her mother, where then she was raped by her mother's boyfriend when she was 7. He was later arrested, and when he was released, he was killed. Maya had only told her brother what had happened, but blamed herself for the man's death. She feared the power that her words held so much, she became mute for 6 whole years. She then moved back in with her grandma. According to Dr. Kelly A. Springs, a professor in the Women's Study Department at George Washington University, in a 2017 article from the National Women's History Museum, Maya Angelou moved back in with her mother in Oakland, California, attending George Washington High School while taking dance and drama classes at the California Labor School. She was determined to get a job at age 15 after being rejected from the Women's Army Corps. She tried to become a cable car conductor, but they rejected her on account of her race. Angelou's response to this was to come back every day for 3 weeks and ask for an application. Eventually, they let her actually apply, and because she was only 15, she lied about her age, saying she was 19, but she got the job and became the first African-American woman to be a cable car conductor in San Francisco. Maya Angelou published many different works, ranging from multiple autobiographies about the life she lived, as well as many poetry books, but those weren't her only artistic skills. She was a talented dancer and singer, even selling records of her performances. First, Angelou was most known for her autobiography titled I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings, about her younger life, as well as the 7 following autobiographies or poetry books such as And I Still Rise. Hillel Etzli, an AP National writer, in the 2014 Seattle Times article titled Maya Angelou, writer of many talents, dies at 86, addresses not only her multi-part autobiographies, but the poems she had the privilege of performing for 2 separate presidents. At Bill Clinton's inauguration, she presented On the Pulse of Morning, and then had the further privilege of presenting Amazing Peace for George W. Bush at the 2005 Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Angelou was not only an accomplished writer, but was also known for her love of dancing and her singing abilities. The Academy of Achievement writes in an article titled Maya Angelou, most recently revised on April 5th, 2022, begin quote, she toured Europe with a production of the opera Porgy and Bess in 1954 and 1955. She studied modern dance with Martha Graham and danced with Alvin Ailey on television variety shows, and recorded her first album, Calypso Lady, in 1957, end quote. Angelou was a woman of many talents, artistic and social passions. Angelou's writing further takes on a wide range of deep subjects. Many of these subjects come from her upbringing in the Jim Crow South and tackle what it means to be an African-American woman. The death of MLK and her involvement in the civil rights movement really pushed her further into her writing. According to Sarah Kettler, a journalist that specializes in writing about people's lives, wrote a biography article titled Maya Angelou, the meaning behind her poem, Still I Rise. Last updated January 29th, 2021. It explains that in this specific poem, Angelou wanted to write about the themes defeat and survival. This poem still deeply resonates with people today. Fourthly, Angela earned a wide range of awards for her work with her books and plays to films that she worked in. A Britannica article titled Maya Angelou, last updated by Adam Augustine, who contributed to 283 different Britannica articles on March 31st, 2023, addresses the awards that Angelou had won, specifically the National Medal of Arts in 2000, as well as the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2010. She didn't just win those, she also received 3 separate Grammys for her spoken word albums in the years 1993, 1995, and 2002, as well as the Spring Garn Medal from the NAACP in 1994. Maya Angelou was an African-American woman who faced firsthand the discrimination of the Jim Crow South when she was only a child, as well as the trials and tribulations that simply come with being African-American and a woman in this world. She published 7 different autobiographies and many books of poetry. Her authorship can be traced to children's books, to cookbooks, and everything in between. The message she portrays in her writing were pushes for strength in change and motivation for a better future. After this deeper look into who Maya Angelou was, we can go on to read her work with a deeper understanding of what she stood for. We can also see the deep respect she deserves for the work she'd made. Maya Angelou was a talented woman who, despite all of the pushback from others, stood for what she believed in and told her story proudly. She was undeniably herself in everything she did. Thank you.